I am here with Tim McClear, and we are looking at the heart of a solar photovoltaic electric production system. Tim, can you explain a little bit about what we're looking at?
Well, this is a Fronius inverter. It's a high-frequency inverter. On the right side is the DC power coming in from the 25 solar cells that are on the roof. The DC power, direct current, goes into the inverter. The inverter uses a high-frequency transformer and converts it to alternating current synchronized with the grid from New Bern.
So this is really the heart of where your power is coming in and being added to the power going into your house.
Yeah, this is the brains of the system. The solar panels are no moving parts. Basically they absorb the photons from the sun and create a DC current. But this is what really makes the difference. And this is something that's, well, the technology's advanced significantly in the last 3 to 4 years.
Tim, these are the solar panels you were talking about. How many of them are there?
There are 25 solar panels.
And they're connected how?
Well, they're connected in series. So of the 25, they're connected in 5 strings called strings of 5. So that the maximum output is about 300 volts per string.
That's a lot of volts. And this is what goes into the converter we saw before.
That's correct, goes into the inverter.
And on a bright sunny day, how much power do you really get in terms of kilowatt hours? Any idea?
Okay, well, I'll give it to you 2 ways. My best day has been 33 kilowatt hours per day. And the system has a nominal rating of 4.75 kilowatt hours with a peak of plus 10%. And I have peaked at 5.3 kilowatt hours, an instantaneous peak.
Tim, are you the least bit concerned about what would happen in the event of a hurricane or high windstorm?
Well, we spent a lot of time on the attachment of the rails to the roof and the solar panels to the rails. The rails are lagged directly to the rafters in our roof, and the attachment of the rails and the solar panels are guaranteed for 120-mile-an-hour winds.
That seems pretty safe and pretty satisfactory. What's the name of the company that did all this work for you?
The company that did the work is Alternative Energy Concepts from Fayetteville.
And they're wide in the area? They've been doing this for a while, or?
They're beginning to do solar work. They've done about 9 or 10 systems now. What interested me or made me choose them is they are a subsidiary of a very large electric company called Intellect that does a lot of work for the Army base in Fayetteville.
Tim, I see you now have 2 power meters. Does that mean you get 2 bills, or what?
The meter on the left, Roger, is the production meter. That's new with the solar system. The meter on the right is the standard meter that I've had ever since I've owned the house. In New Bern and in North Carolina, the system is called buy all, sell all. There are some systems called net metering, where the meter can run backwards or slow down if you're making enough power to supply your house. But in our system in North Carolina, everything I make goes through that power meter and theoretically back to the grid, and then I buy everything I use. So I get 2 line items on my bill every month, what I've used and what I've made.
And have you noticed some savings in what your electric bill would have been?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, admittedly, I was away for a couple weeks in May, but in the billing month of May, I actually made more power than I used.